What do you think are the positive and negative aspects of using standardized testing?
I think that it doesn't really assess the student's ability for the content material. So in the sense, I think it's a negative overall versus testing each material independently. But the one positive is you can see where they're at in a standardized test evaluation, but it doesn't always show their positive and negatives.
I believe standardized testing does more harm than good because it does not show what students know. It just shows what they can regurgitate. It doesn't make connections and it doesn't go into real life things.
Two things that there are multiple things that I feel about the MEAP. The first one is back in 1990, Public Act 25 came into being, and I was at a meeting at the Doherty Hotel, and the guy from the Department of Ed said, "You will never ever be judged based on the results of your MEAP scores." Well, we know where that's at. Teachers nowadays are very much judged on their performance of their students, and part of that is how they do on the MEAP. There has been, from my beginning career, 1974 or 5, there was really no expectations as to what should be taught in the classroom. The MEAP has changed that with grade level content expectations, and previous to that we had the standards that were developed, and it has certainly improved instruction in the school. So I think we spend a lot of time on the MEAP. We spend a lot of time thinking about how we can improve, and sometimes we forget about other things that are really important in the classroom, like student behavior, like having students enjoy school, like the fun things in schools. Those are eliminated. So those are just some random thoughts on my part, and there's good and bad about the MEAP. I think we sometimes overuse it because it is one very point-in-time test, and it's certainly not a good indicator of necessarily where students are at. The other thing that I'd like to finish with is that I think it's a travesty on how we force special needs students into taking that test. It's the only people that I know that can get away with eliminating the accommodations that are given to special needs students. They either take the test or they do the My Access. Both cases, you were forcing them into situations where, number one, the My Access, the student is automatically deemed a failure in regards to the testing, and the second part is that we're forcing them, if they do take the test, into a situation where they're way over their heads, and we know it going in, and we say, well, just do it because you have to. It's not good. Thank you.